Okay, I'm doing a review of my 2001 Ford Taurus, and I have 204,000 miles on it, and I can pretty much say that it is a pretty decent car, except for a few things that I'm going to go over later, the pros and cons of the engine and the car itself. So go ahead and take you for a ride. Okay, one thing I can point out is that these Ford Tauruses are known for having transmission problems. That's the number one thing that I want to point out. The engine that I have in mind is a 3.0 overhead valve V6. They have different versions of this engine. They have the 3.0 V6, which is a flex fuel. Then they had the 3.8, which is like a double overhead cam engine. But this is the 3.0 overhead valve, and it just uses regular gas. As far as the engine and transmission on the 2001 models, all the 2001 models had the 3.0 V6 engines with 155 horsepower and a 4-speed automatic transmission with a timing chain. One thing I did want to point out is that it did have a problem right here with the windshield reservoir, the line leading to it. I did make this myself, but it did have a problem with these braking. I've had about 3 or 4 of these break since I've had the car, and I ended up making something like this that wouldn't break. So this comes down and it tucks down in that little space right there, and so far it hasn't broken. Another thing I want to point out is down here at the bottom where the oil filter is, the way it's designed, it does have the oil comes out and leaks on the starter, and that oil soaks the starter, and over a period of time you have to change out the starter. And also the transmissions in this model is known to go out possibly after 100,000 miles, so that's one of the cons of this engine. As far as reliability is concerned on this 2001 Ford Taurus, this is a 4th generation engine. It is reliable and dependable, and it does make just enough power to get you going where you need to go. This engine has the 3.0 overhead valve V6 engine with the serpentine belt that runs everything on this side over here. And with proper care and maintenance, these engines will go well over 200,000 miles. As far as design, the sleek look, aerodynamic look of this car is what attracted me to this model. As far as gas mileage is concerned, I would say that this car gets around 26, 27 on the highway and around 18 or 19 around the city, for a combined total of around 23 miles to the gallon. As far as the fuel capacity on this 2001 Ford Taurus, The specs will tell you that it has, it'll hold about 61 liters or 18 gallons. But I know in reality it'll hold more like 13 gallons, including reserve. Okay, as far as the ride on this car is pretty good. It has 215 R60 16 series tires, and they handle pretty well. As far as the comfort in the seats are pretty comfortable in the front, and the back seats they're not too bad either. As far as space is concerned on the 2001 Ford Taurus, it's a four-door family sedan with seating for 5. It also has like 20.1 cubic space in the trunk with rear fold-down seats. As far as the dashboard for this 2001 Ford Taurus, I believe that the Ford engineers were thinking luxurious yet simple when they designed this dashboard for this model. The instrument panels, dials and clusters are pretty simple and basic to use. One thing that I did want to point out is this shifter here is put behind the steering wheel. This is a feature that I do like, rather than having the shifter down here in the console like the other models have. As far as cheap parts are concerned, for the years 2000 through 2007, the Ford Taurus is an American-made car, and the aftermarket parts for these cars are pretty cheap. For example, this starter right here, I paid like $30 for it on eBay, and that is pretty cheap for a car for that make and model. And that is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a review of my 2001 Ford Taurus at 200,000 miles. If you like my videos, just like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.